Last week it was announced that Cotaland in Austin, Texas would be adding another thrill coaster to their new Gersltauer shuttle coaster. After Palindrome opens in 2022, the park will open a Vekoma Tilt coaster in 2023. With this exciting news, I wanted to take a look at other parks in the US that might add the next modern Vekoma to the States. So let's dive in, or I guess in this case, tilt in. Now, the only other tilt coaster by Vekoma opened in 2002 at Discovery World in Taiwan, so this isn't exactly their most modern model, but it's definitely unique to them. Now, the US enthusiast bubble has been clamoring for a modern Vekoma to grace the States for years, and hopefully this tilt coaster may spark just that. Now, as for Cotaland, Circuit Breaker will be an awesome addition to expand what looks to be one of the fastest growing small entertainment complexes around. But where else may Vekoma expand? Starting off with the three major Hershey entertainment parks, we have Dollywood, Silver Dollar City, and Kentucky Kingdom. Now, this company is known for bringing in unique ride experiences and has worked with Vekoma recently on Dragonflyer. Now, a family suspended coaster is a far cry from what I am proposing, but Dollywood and Kentucky Kingdom both need thrill-sized launch coasters. Dollywood has landing rod, but it's more of a fast lift hill than a true launch. Silver Dollar City has Powder Keg, but that is a non-inversion based launch coaster. It's more of a hyper coaster than anything else. Kentucky Kingdom is tight on space, but maybe it can finally find time to remove T3 to make room for a small and compact coaster from Vekoma. If I had to guess which of these three, I'd probably go with Dollywood. The park has plenty of space to expand and bring back Vekoma to finish their expansion over the last few years. It's not that crazy of an idea. Moving to the Cedar Fair chain, the two Ohio parks here have to be my guess. First off, you have Kings Island, which needs something big to replace Vortex. The area in the back there is so bare, and with Orion no longer brand new, the plan for the next coaster has to start soon. Now imagine a Shockwave model similar to Abyssus at Energylandia gracing the plot. Some really large theming elements around a long launch coaster filled with inversion and strong airtime. Not to mention, it'd be a really great successor to something like Vortex. You can even give it a similar name. Now, Cedar Point's here simply because we never truly know what they're planning. Many assume their next coaster is going to be huge, and it's been a pretty long wait by their standards, not to mention they're still celebrating their 150th anniversary. And then you have Wicked Twister's removal and Dragster's uncertainty with its accident. It may prompt the park to bring in something very big and unique to promote and get away from that negative press. Now, Vekoma could really easily do this. Most of their launch coasters have similarities to Maverick, but I'm sure the park and company could coordinate on something fresh. Maybe even bring in an FLY-style flying launch coaster to replace something else. Now, moving to Six Flags, who could easily be drawn to the company's somewhat cheaper price tag, I have two parks on my radar here. You have Magic Mountain for the same reason as Cedar Point. You never really know what they're going to add, but with Wonder Woman opening in 2023, I really wouldn't expect anything for a few years now. They could go for a tilt coaster for that unique feature to add to their lineup that has so much, and avoid that very deep pool of launch coasters they already have. But the real park here that interests me is over Georgia. The park needs a true new launch coaster, and multiple spots could fit a Vekoma. Now, they have such a wide variety of launch coasters for this park to pick, it feels like a really good landing spot. Plus, the park was the only Six Flags park to get a Gersltauer, so maybe they add another unique ride to the chain. Needless to say, a Vekoma launch coaster would instantly bump this lineup higher on the tier list in Six Flags parks. Finally, we have the last major chain to look at, and that's SeaWorld. Now, the standout park here has to be San Antonio for me. They opened Texas Stingray in 2020, while every other park in the chain waited 2 years, so they're kinda next on the rotation. The tilt coaster model has always given me dive coaster vibes, so with one of only two parks in the chain without a dive and in need of more thrill coasters, it makes a lot of sense that San Antonio could really benefit from a tilt coaster. Now, unfortunately, they suffer from being only a city and about an hour and a half away from Cotaland. Then again, SeaWorld has never really shied away from competition, so we'll call it plausible. Now, let me know what you think of these spots and of Cotaland continuing to add unique and new attractions to the States. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content just like this, and until next time, that's all from the shores of Island Coasters.